All right, so wood chips. They are a thing in the gardening world, and they are a fabulous thing in the gardening world. Not only do they feed the soil underneath them, they also help to block out a lot of weeds. Now, they don't block out all the weeds, y'all. You're still going to have to weed, but it will be much simpler. It's a lot like the rock, where the weeds can't really like dig in all the way, so it makes pulling them a lot simpler. For the wood chips, you do not put weed fabric underneath these. You want them to break down and feed that soil. So what will happen if you put weed fabric down and wood chips or mulch on top of it, those wood chips and that mulch will break down and create dirt, and then you're going to have to put another pile, another layer of weed fabric and more chips on top of it. And it's a horrendous cycle. If you've ever moved into a house where somebody has done that and you've had to remove it, it is the biggest pain in the butt, and I just don't do it. It's not fun for anybody, including yourself later on. I am layering these wood chips almost 3 to 4 inches deep, more in some areas. And yes, I did not move the pile of mud because it was mud, and we are constantly mud. And yeah, I'm not. I couldn't do it. I didn't do it. Um, so we're gonna get these laid out. I'm putting them right up against the wood that I'm using to frame out the chicken run, and that's going to hide some of that fencing at the bottom. So I have it protected so the chickens can't dig out, and hopefully things can't dig in, because my chickens are notorious escape artists. So I have tried to make this to where they don't want to escape. Hence the fun things, the wood chips, all of the different things happening inside the chicken run. We're going to keep piling up these wood chips because not only are they going to disintegrate and feed the soil, they're also going to create mycelium, which is a type of fungus that you want. It's that white, weird stuff that you see when you're digging through your garden beds. It's not a disease, it's actually really, really good for all of your plants and the soil, just all around. Okay, that was 7 or 8 loads. So we're going to see how far this is going to get us and see if we need to huff back some more. It's raining off and on. Hopefully, the heavy rain stays off for quite a while because I got a lot to do. Those sticks right there are to help me to mark where my path is. A lot of big branches. Yeah, I'm not moving the big pile of mud. I've decided against it. Maybe I'll put some squash or something in there since it needs mounds. Stabbies. Lots of stabbies. Yeah, I think we'll need a couple more loads just to finish it out and probably back in there. The goal today is to wrap up this area. Because over the next 4 days, we're supposed to be getting some storms and then Sunday, a really, really bad one. And since at this point, Ryan Hall from Ryan Hall, y'all, is basically my boss and tells me when I can get work done and when I can't get work done, I'm going to stick with his forecast because he tends to be very accurate.
I don't even know what they're barking at this point. All right, I need to take it all the way back in there. I don't think it's showing on camera. But I am going to need a couple more loads to finish this out. But I have decided to work smarter, not harder. So instead of pulling it up from the grass from over there, I'm taking the empty bucket uphill to the concrete slab where all the wood chips are, pushing them off the concrete slab into the bucket, and then bringing the heavy bucket downhill to dump it. This is working much more efficiently. Okay, since I know I'm going to need more, we will stick with this. So what I'm trying to do is see where the branch is right there. I want to come around and even up with what's behind the camera so that it curves around. And then this area will be ready for planting. I have strawberries over there with a little path in the middle so I can get to all of them. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do right there where the fabric is, but I don't want anything growing up and blocking me from getting access to the chicken's food and water. But yes, we are so close. And I've still got to build the pea trellises and flatten out the rocks that I muffed up, which is like the last on my agenda because I can walk over them. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay. Well, let's keep going. Oh, and just so you all can see, that's where I'm going to. Is this muddiness right here. And then I don't know if we can see it. And then coming in right around there to finish it off. And then going up and around to match over there. So it'll be kind of a curve. And then we have our line all the way back to the back to get to the bigger garden. And no more blockage and no more having to go around that creepy stuff over there in the dark. Thoroughly creepy in the dark. And I know it's my property and it shouldn't creep me out, but it does. All right, I'm going to go grab a few more loads and get them dumped out, get this finished so I can take a quick break. We've got our last bucket. Oh, that was a lot. But this should be the last of the wood chips right here. I do need to top off all the older areas. Is that happening today? No. Because I've got to get other things done. And I think my back needs a break. But I also wanted to say thank you because we did this together and y'all give me somebody to talk to while I'm out here. So it makes me seem a little less crazy when I talk to a camera instead of
myself. My camera died right there. Again, thank you all so much for hanging out with me and chilling with me while I get all of this done. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you come back for more and that we can keep learning and growing together. Thank you all. I hope you have a blessed and magical week. Bye.